Hey, this is Craig Theriac, Director of Product Management here at Scale, and in this video I'm actually going to walk through some of the bulk action and some of the filtering functionality built into HC3. So in, I believe it was the 7.2 release of HyperCore, we included new functionality of bulk actions and spotlight search, and it's actually fairly handy. I use it pretty regularly. We share a lot of clusters here at Scale, and so a lot of times I'll want to do bulk actions in the demo, do bulk actions to clean up things. Basically, any single time you're planning to do actions across a large set of VMs, you can filter those to just those VMs and apply those actions. So things like, as you'll see on here, I've got a lot of VMs they're in the Craig tag here. The way the filtering search works is very similar to what you would expect from, say, an Apple experience with the Spotlight search. Anytime there's a string of Craig in anywhere of the VMs, whether it's the name, whether it's the description, or somewhere else in the fields available to you on the VMs here, tagging, for instance, it will filter down on those attributes. So now that I have it filtered, I can actually apply bulk actions. So things like taking a snapshot across all of the VMs that I have in the subset, I can do that. Now that's not a group snapshot at a single point in time. It's actually done serially across the back end. At the same time, I can create a whole bunch of VMs if I want to do that. So to do that, and by create I mean clone here, I can clone all these VMs off, hit OK, it's going to apply a clone against them. You'll see them each, again, serially created in the background, clone by clone by clone. I can almost simulate a boot storm here by turning all these same VMs on. You've got power options available to you, power on, power off, snapshot, clone, and delete. If I were to, so let's just say I want to just look at the VMs that are shut off. So I can also, as you see here, the filtered options here, you can select several things, but just by default, running, shut off, all of the tags that you have out here, and then literally any string of characters that you have within the name. So if I filter back down to Craig space shut off, that space actually acts as an operator and performs an AND functionality. So it's everything that's shut off and has Craig in the name. You can kind of continue on from there. If I want to just focus on the ones that have clone-clone in them, you'll see there are all the VMs there. Let's say I want to start these up. I can simulate that boot storm as we talked about. Turn those on. Again, that's going to happen serially in the background. The system will find out, where to place these based on the resources available at the time of starting those. I can then go back, see that they're online. If I want to look at, let's see, if I want to look at my VMs and Jeff's VMs at the same time, I can use a comma as an operator, and that acts as OR. So here I'm looking at all of the VMs that have Craig in them, and also all the VMs that list Jeff in them. Focusing back on the Craig VMs, though, let's see here. Got several here. Let's say I just want to look at the running VMs. Actually, I'm going to shut these down. Power those off. Hit OK. That's going to go through and one by one shut those off. You'll see that as their attributes change from running to shut off, the filter will no longer find those one by one by one. And so if I remove that running tag, you'll see here are all of the VMs that we have out here that still meet the Craig criteria in the filter. And last thing I'm going to do is delete them. Now, this is an action that can't be undone. You want to use it really wisely. Make sure you're not deleting anything you shouldn't be. So make sure you're checking the list here of anything that can't be deleted. At the same time, know that anything that's running on here cannot be deleted unless it's offline. So you would first have to go through and shut everything off just like I did before you were to apply a bulk action on delete. Here I'll click delete. And one by one it's going to delete all those VMs. And there you have it. So that is bulk actions and the filtered search built into HC3 and HyperCore 7.2 and beyond. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at 877-SCALE-59.